Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. Today is another exciting video because I have with me the new mini eyeshadow palettes that Pat McGrath all of a sudden released. I don't know if anybody knew about these coming out. I sure as heck didn't. But these are called the Ecstasy palettes, and she came up with two. One is called the Sublime eyeshadow palette. So each one of them has 5 shadows in there. As you can see, I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm excited to get in here. And the second palette is called Submersive. So there isn't a lot of information out there regarding these palettes. I'm pretty sure these are Sephora exclusives. I don't know if I missed it, but I did not find this anywhere in the Pat McGrath website. So let me just quickly read what it says here on the Sephora website. It says it is a curated collection of 5 luxe shadows to unlock the secrets of Pat McGrath's backstage kit in a sleek, compact, on-the-go palette. And yeah, that's pretty much all it says that these eyeshadows are. So let's just go ahead and get into them, because why are we gonna wait any longer? There's no need for that. First of all, why is Pat McGrath still using this type of packaging with the unnecessary sequins? I am quite surprised that she's still coming out with her packaging like this. Haven't people complained enough? Because I sure as heck thought so. So let me just try to get them out real quick and not make a mess. Alright, so a little bit of a mess is pretty much inevitable. So just be careful. Luckily it's not too bad. So let's see what we've got here. Alright, so the first one I opened up is Sublime. So it looks like this is the one with the warm eyeshadows. The packaging of this is plastic. It's just that very cheap plastic. I mean, this is going to be really good to travel with. I mean, I can totally see myself throwing this in a bag for like a weekend or something, but just the packaging is quite disappointing. It's not something that you look at and right away you're kind of attracted to. The eyeshadows though do look really nice. I'm just very disappointed with the packaging. It's so weird because I feel like Pat McGrath and her packaging is it's either one extreme or the other. So she's either extremely luxe and detailed or just very cheap about it. But I guess it's about the eyeshadows and not the actual palettes. So here it says that each pan has 0.035 ounces, so they're quite small. Now, I don't have like all of Pat McGrath's palettes. I'm not a baller like that. I wish, but I'm not. I have 2 of her bigger ones and then 3 of her, I don't know if those are called minis, but like the smaller 6-pan ones. And all the ones I have, I love. The quality of her eyeshadows are amazing. So when I saw these little palettes, I just know I had to try them just because the price point isn't super exaggerated on these. I mean, with the packaging set aside and her quality of eyeshadows, if these do hold up to the expectations that I'm holding them up to, then the price may still, for me at least, be worth it. I'm not speaking for anybody else. You all decide on what you want to do. This is just me sharing my thoughts on these products. So we're gonna see how they perform, because I do hope that this formula is just as good as the other ones. So it looks like each palette comes with this, and it gives you more information on these palettes. So regarding the Sublime palette that I just showed you guys, it says here, lavish eyes with this portable palette of gleaming metallic shades. Unlock Pat McGrath's signature approach to mesmerizing and transfixing beauty, achieving single swipe saturation at the touch of a finger. Use without caution, elevate artistry to create scintillating looks, glide lids in a single shade or mix and layer to create major multi-dimensional effects. So how about this? I'm going to do 1 look per palette. So let me just go ahead and get started now because it's a little bit late in the day, and we'll go in with these. Let me do, what am I waiting for? I haven't even touched these. Okay, so they feel, oh my gosh, they feel really nice. They feel, okay. Whew, that one's a little too soft. So this bronzy one right here, Gold Nectar, just be careful with that one because it's extremely soft. We'll swatch the, oh my gosh, that shade is gorgeous. Which one was that? That was, okay, Corruption, you guys. Okay, so the first shade right here is going to be Sinful. Gold Nectar. This next one here is Sextrovert. Oh my gosh, those are so beautiful. This next one is called Illicit, and then I kind of jacked up that one, hold on. And then this last one, this last one is called Corruption. All right, so my swatches are a little bit wonky, please excuse that. But that right there are the swatches for the Sublime palette. They're really beautiful. I did, while swatching them, get a little bit of fallout. So let's keep that in mind and be a little bit careful while applying them. Okay, so we'll see how this goes because I'm gonna try to just use this palette and nothing else. So let's just go for it. So first I'm gonna go in with Corruption with a fluffy brush. Now it seems like these are meant to be used just on the lid. My purpose is just to see the color on the eyes. So forgive me if I don't come up with anything all that great looking. So I'm gonna take Corruption into my crease here. And just do these windshield wiping motions from one end to the next. This shade is described as a fiery duochrome, and I can definitely see the duochrome in here. You get like a pink and like a dark purple. Okay, this brush is garbage now. MAC 224. And over you. Kind of shedding all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna go back in. I just grabbed a little bit more product with this Smith brush, and again I'm going to do the windshield swiping motions. Actually, I've been applying it here on the crease. I'm not sure, hopefully, I mean, it should be able to pick up. You can tell that it looks a lot more pink right on the crease, but as I blend out the color more, it turns more into a darker shade. It looks more like a dark purple kind of as we blend up a little bit. So I don't know how this shade is gonna look on the crease, to be honest with you guys. Okay, it's very interesting. Right here on the side, I wanna do a little bit more blending. So I cleaned off my brush a little bit just on a napkin. And I want to blend this a little bit more. I hope it doesn't get too much. And I want to blend this here a little bit more. It's kind of insane how pink it looks right here. I mean, it's pretty cool, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to get away with this. I'm getting nervous. I picked up Gold Nectar with my finger. This is the one that you want to be extra careful with because this shade kind of seems like it crumbles a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap this on like the first 2/3 of my eyelid here. Sorry, I feel like I'm speaking in a delayed manner. I'm still gonna go into the crease a little bit more so we don't have to be too precise there. Wow, that is a really pretty color. And this one is described as a gleaming golden bronze metallic. I feel like it looks a little bit more golden than bronze, but very metallic for sure. Again, with my finger, I picked up Sextrovert, and I'm gonna apply this on this outer corner of the lid. And this one is described as a brilliant bronze metallic, and this one is a little bit more bronzy for sure. I feel like the pigment on this one doesn't have the same punch as the other shades. Compared to Gold Nectar, it's just not as, it doesn't seem as metallic. But Gold Nectar is pretty metallic, so maybe just that's why I'm comparing it to one that's kind of extreme. So I'm gonna take the same brush that I had used earlier for Corruption, and I'm just gonna, without adding more product, I'm just blending these edges here. So I grabbed a brush to pick up this dark brown here. It's called Illicit, and this one has a lot of kickback, so be warned about that. Let's tap off the excess. Always want to make sure you tap off the excess, especially when they're so pigmented and there's a lot of kickback. It means that there's going to be quite a bit of fallout, so we want to be careful. Tap it a little bit more just in case. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this like in the outer corner and then deepen my crease just a little bit more in the outer crease here. So just like so. And this one's described as a deep brown matte with some gold sparkle. As I'm applying the shade, I can't really see that gold sparkle, which honestly to me, I don't mind very much. So with the small detailed brush, I picked up Corruption and I'm gonna run it on my bottom lash line. My eyes are a little red. They've been a little irritated lately, so adding this shade so close to my eyeball is probably not the best idea. Then I'm taking Illicit just here in the outer corner of my bottom lash line to deepen this part up here. Now with a little accent brush, I picked up the shade Sinful, and I'm gonna apply this in the inner. Okay, I'm like grabbing this to apply. Okay, there's no mirror in here, so I can't use that. So I'm sorry, as I was saying, this shade Sinful I'm gonna apply in the inner corner of my eyes. This one is described as a platinum gold metallic, so I feel like this is gonna be quite bright. Mind you, I'm using all of these shadows dry. You do not need to wet these. Oh wow, that looks so pretty. Alright, so I applied a little bit of mascara, not too much because I have to take this right off so I can apply the other palette, but I love how these eyeshadows performed. I actually am quite happy with this eye look. I would for sure apply some black eyeliner and do maybe even a little bit of a wing to take this look to the next level because I think the colors would stand out even more. I mean, I guess it's not really needed, but just to make it a little bit extra, I totally would do that. I really like this. I like it a lot. So let me know what you guys think about this look that I created with the Sublime palette. I mean, even like this, I would go out. I think it looks actually pretty good. I like it. Okay, the next palette we're gonna be trying out is Submersive. So it says here, provoke creativity with this portable palette of sumptuous jewel tones. Unlock Pat McGrath's signature approach to extreme and exquisite beauty, achieving single swipe saturation at the touch of a finger. Yeah, so these are definitely more like jewel tones. Really beautiful colors. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch these two. Like instant pigment. Like the moment you touch it pretty much. Let's try my swatches again here. So this first one is called Lapis Luxury. Wow, that's so pretty. This next one is Gold Standard. Then we have Crimson Fire, Blue Blood, and Synthetica. Oh, that Synthetica looks so pretty. Okay, here I am with my wonky swatches again. Sorry about that. But that Synthetica, that purple shade, wow, that looks so beautiful. I don't even know. It looks like it's wet. That's how it looks. It's gorgeous. Really beautiful. Ooh, how am I gonna use these? Okay. All right, I'm getting excited here. Okay, so we're just gonna go for it. I picked up Crimson Fire with my finger, and I'm gonna tap this all over my lid. I want to take it up into my crease actually. So using my finger, I picked up more product and just mostly focusing it here on the outer corner. I'm going to pick up a brush to blend this out. So right now it's going to look a little cray-cray. I'm going to blend out these edges here. I did not pick up any product with this brush. I'm just strictly using this to blend. This is the same brush I was using for the other palette. I just wiped off the excess on a towel. But this is blending really nicely actually. It spreads really well. If you just heard that, it's my dogs upstairs running around. They're probably getting a treat or something. By the way, this Crimson Fire is described as a rebellious ruby metallic. I wouldn't say it's like ultra metallic, but I mean, it's not matte, it's not satin. It is metallic, just not like some of the other shades that we've been using. So now I'm gonna go in with the actual brush and I'm gonna pick up the shade Blue Blood. And I'm just gonna apply this in the crease. And this one's a deepened burgundy sheen. Like you automatically get pigment, like crazy pigment. So I have a clean brush here because I want to blend this out. With my finger again and Crimson Fire, I want to add more of this here onto the lid. I blended a little too much of it off. Ooh, actually I want to go over that with Synthetica. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, so Synthetica is described as a sparkling purple metallic. Okay, this is the one that I swatched and I just immediately fell in love with. So I'm actually gonna go over Crimson Red with my finger. Did I not pick up enough there? There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Are you guys able to see that? This shade is so pretty. I am obsessed with it, like obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this, what is this one called? Lapis Luxury. So it's described as a multi-dimensional turquoise metallic. Okay, I might just about, I don't know. I hope I don't ruin this. I might end up ruining it right now. We'll see, we'll see. And I'm just gonna apply it here in this outer corner to see what happens. I was just gonna run it on my bottom lash line, and then I decided to just put it here. And I'm using a pencil brush, so it goes to show you, I was literally gonna put it in my bottom lash line, and then at last minute I decided to go here in this corner area. Doesn't look too bad, I guess. But I'm still gonna bring it down here though. Okay, now with the shade Gold Standard, I am going to put this in the inner corner and bring it on my bottom lash line to meet this turquoise shade. And here is the final look using the Submersive palette. This was quite fun. I personally wouldn't go out with a look like this. It's just really not me. I probably wouldn't use the palette like this on its own. I would definitely combine it with another more neutral palette and just use a shade or two from this for that standout color, maybe on my lid or my inner corner or whatnot. But to use this palette as just one look, I probably won't actually be using. But I do like how everything applied. I probably could have done a little bit better with the blending of the shade Lapis Luxury, which is more like that turquoise shadow, but still it looks nice. They're very easy to use. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out and give you a little bit more information and my final thoughts on these palettes. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the look that I created with these palettes. Overall, I think they're really nice. Whether they're worth the price or not, that's really gonna depend on you. But I feel like the quality of these pigments are really nice. The only one that was a little bit lackluster for me was this bronzy shade right here, which is a Sextrovert. That's the only one that I felt like wasn't as beaming as the other eyeshadows, but it didn't perform horribly or anything like that. I did feel like I got a little bit of fallout with this one, the Sublime palette, but I really had no issues with Submersive, which is a little odd because Submersive is the one with the jewel tones, but I feel like the shades in here, and maybe it was just that one that I said was quite chunky, this middle one here called Gold Nectar. But other than that, I really had no issues with any of these colors. I really like this. I'm happy I got them. This one here I would use on its old Sublime, but like I mentioned, the jewel toned palette, I'm like trying to memorize the name of them and I don't know them. So Submersive, the jewel toned one, I would probably only use this as an add-on for other palettes. So I wouldn't quite use this one on its own. Again, the look that I'm wearing right now, it's not something that I would wear out. And if I did for some reason, I don't think it looks like too out there or anything. It's just a little bit out of my comfort zone. But for sure, if I did, I would definitely use some falsies with this. Actually, I did want to mention, this palette reminded me of Decadence. I don't have that palette. It looked really, really beautiful, but I just never got around to getting it. That one was only limited edition, but I feel like the shades in there were similar to the shades in here. I could be totally wrong, but if you guys have that palette, let me know. Maybe if you have that one, you might not need these. Or want, I should say want. You might not want this one. Well, her tint shadow eyeshadow palettes are not travel friendly at all. Like, by all means, I don't think you should be traveling with those. So if those are shades that you like and you want something that is more travel friendly, then maybe this palette right here is good for you. But overall, I am very happy I got these. And you know what, I guess now that I've used them, I don't mind the packaging all that much. I mean, obviously, like I said, she's either one extreme or the other. I love Pat McGrath. I love her as an artist. I think she's amazing. She is absolutely someone I look up to. When I was actually taking classes for makeup, she's one of the makeup artists that I wrote about. And this was way before she came out with her makeup line. So even now, she's someone that I still truly admire. She's just an amazing, amazing artist. So she is someone that I look up to, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with everything she does. So the sequence has got to go from her packaging, and I wish she did a little bit more with her mini palettes that are more affordable, but I'm at least happy that I'm very satisfied with the actual eyeshadows, because at the end of the day, that's what actually counts. Alright guys, so that is it as far as today's video. I hope you enjoyed my little review and demo on both of these Ecstasy palettes. Let me know what you think about them. Are you planning on picking them up, or do you already have them? Are you a Pat McGrath fan? What do you think about the brand as a whole? Sound off in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about these products. And also, before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Until next time.